Hello everyone, and thank you for clicking on my video. Today we are going to discuss audio games, and more specifically why I started to make my own audio games, and my progress so far, and why I still use the Blast Bay Game Toolkit, also known as BGT. So, I have always loved audio games. I think I was around 4 years old when I tried my first audio game, which was a very simple audio game in Swedish made for children. I liked it, and I started to play more and more advanced audio games. By the way, the first audio game I ever played in English was the VG Storm audio game Adventure at Sea: which I still like, but I don't play it anymore because I have managed to play through the whole game more than one time. In 2021, I started to think about developing my own audio game. So I downloaded BGT and tried some of those example games that were included. I managed to copy the code from the manual and put it together and created the game Memory Train and Windows Attack. But actually, I didn't really understand what I was doing. Well, after that, I got a lot of other things to do, and I actually forgot about BGT for a while. Until March this year, 2023, when I started to think, why not look at BGT again, and see if I can understand it better now? So the first thing I made was developing Memory Train. I replaced the TTS voice with my own voice. I made multiple difficulty levels, and I just made the game more advanced and more fun to play. Then I started with Windows Attack, and I actually integrated Windows Attack in a bigger project that I'm still working with, called Retrocomputing. That's a game I will show you in a future video. Then I downloaded a zip file containing some more example BGT games, and I made another game suite called Number Center, which currently has The Blind Firefighter and Count the Cars, and I will show those games as well in a future video. I have also developed a Swedish game called 1632. Just to give you some short history lesson, in 1632 there was a war between Sweden and Germany. And I have created a fight between the Swedish king and the German army. So the concept of the game is to make the Swedish king survive for as long as possible. So I have worked on those 4 audio games until now, and I'm not planning to start a new audio game before those 4 are completely finished and I'm satisfied with them. And I will probably upload all of them to a future website. But why am I using BGT for this? I know that almost all audio game developers have stopped using BGT, and that they recommend others to also do that. Well, I can understand them. I would say that the biggest audio game developers has passed the BGT level. They have started to study more advanced computing, programming languages, and they simply don't need the simple tool BGT anymore. But how about the beginners? Well, BGT is actually a very, very simple programming language, and it doesn't require that you already know a programming language. And that's my case. The only programming language I know is BGT. Are there any more advantages except from simplicity? Yes. BGT requires very little power from your computer. Actually, I'm able to do my BGT games on an old HP desktop computer from 2006 running Windows XP, and everything works fine. And I'm pretty sure that it will work on an even older computer. BGT is also really good software to give motivation to new developers. I mean, if something seems very, very hard, you will probably lose your motivation and there will be no audio game at all, which would be very sad. I know that some of you think right now that BGT games are so boring because BGT is very limited. Think again. Look at the most popular audio games between 2010 and 2020, and most of them are probably written in BGT, or parts of them are written in BGT. Even the very cool game Survive the Wild was written in BGT until the public beta that was released 1 month ago. I know that not the entire game was written in BGT, but still, some main parts were. The process of developing audio games in BGT is also very fast. Take me as an example. I have developed 4 audio games in 3 months, and 3 months ago I didn't know anything about BGT. Or, I know how to copy text from a tutorial and paste it into my own document, but nothing more. So, do I recommend beginners to code audio games in BGT? Yes, if you don't know any other programming languages, BGT will be a good way to start with. But if you are interested in computers and programming languages, maybe you should switch to another programming language later when you know BGT. That's my plan. I want to figure out exactly what the limits are with BGT, and when I've found them annoying, I will probably take time and start to learn a new programming language. But I'm sure that BGT will help me to understand the new programming language. Do I recommend advanced developers to go back to BGT? Of course not. Like I said, they have passed the BGT level. They know more, they can make more advanced audio games. If you don't agree with me, please post your own opinions about this in the comments field below and we can start a discussion. It's always good to share opinions of different subjects and to see others' perspectives. That's my reasons for doing my audio games in BGT. So in the next video I will show you one of my BGT games, and please let me know in the comments if you have any wishes of which audio game you want to see first. So that's all for now. If you want to contact me, you can find my email address in the video description and also my Discord information. I wish you a nice day, and I hope we will see each other in the next video.